Do narcissists ever get their karma for the path of destruction that they leave in their wake? Yes, they actually most certainly do. In this video, I want to go over all of the ways that a narcissist lives their karma each and every day. Number 1, trouble with the law. Now, to be fair, not every narcissist has this problem or any other problem on this list, but most narcs have at least one and more than likely several. But because of their egos and their sense of entitlement, a lot of narcissists are under the impression that they're above the law. They can weasel their way out of any trouble that might pop up. And a lot of them even pride themselves on the fact that they can lie, or they think they can, to get out of any tight spot they find themselves in. Some can and some can't. However, this can be a big issue for a lot of people with high levels of narcissism. They're just constantly getting popped by the law. But what's even worse is they very rarely learn their lesson and usually just continue on down this road of going to court, breaking the law, and doing all these things. Number 2, paranoia. Narcissists are extremely paranoid. You won't always see it, but a lot of them have ideas they're being watched, followed around, they're being stalked online. They have paranoia about being exposed by people, not finding enough supply, really countless other things. It can be constantly troubling to them that people might be trying to get revenge against them for something the narcissist has done. Also, a good possibility because of all the terrible, heartless things that they do to people. This is nothing to envy, and I can only imagine it must be extremely exhausting to live with, that feeling that most of them have of constantly having to look over their shoulder because they've wronged so many people and never really knowing when it's all going to fall apart. Number 3, no perfection. A narcissist is always seeking those perfect supply sources. The sad thing is, they never get perfection in relationships or friendships. Perfection is relative, something that doesn't really exist, and they don't really have partners or friends. They have staff. They have flying monkeys, and this doesn't go over well for people. They have long, lengthy lists of friendships and relationships that don't work. Between the rampant cheating, habitual lying, and endless manipulation, those relationships, those friendships very rarely last. And the ones that do are shallow and superficial, and the person probably isn't even aware that they're being used. But narcissists are endlessly seeking happiness and perfection, looking for something that they can either provide themselves with quite easily or something that doesn't even exist. No one is perfect. So imagine being narcissistic and finding the love of your life, quote unquote, over and over and over, only to be let down. Is that fun? Is that happiness? That sounds like that sucks to me. They keep choosing people who don't work. And the people don't work because they themselves are so incredibly dysfunctional. They'll find people who are perfect for them. They'll find really good, caretaking, loving, thoughtful people. And they'll still ruin it in the end because of all of their dysfunction. Number 4. Similarly to no perfection, they're never happy, nothing is ever good enough, and they always need more. When you are never, ever satisfied with what you have, you'll always want more. You'll always need more. And if you always need more and you always want more, you're never happy, and neither is a narcissist. Really think about this now, about a narcissist. There's nothing better to them than a brand new supply source, right? For about 5 minutes. Until they're bored, they have a very short attention span, until they don't care anymore and they want to move on. Time for a new flavor of the month, time for a new fling. Again, that doesn't sound nice at all. It sounds frankly exhausting. Think about nothing ever being good enough. Someone hands you $1 million and you go, oh, hey, that's cool, thanks. More now. I need more. That's not enough. In fact, how dare you even think that's enough? I need more and more and more. Narcissists truly are black holes. The more you feed them, the bigger they get. They never become fulfilled. In fact, they expand. And they continuously, constantly need more and more and more. That isn't somebody who is ever experiencing any real true moments of happiness, any real true moments of tranquility and peace and being happy with what they have. If you'd like to talk one-on-one about what you're going through or what you've gone through as a result of a toxic, narcissistic relationship, you can email BookAChatWithJess@gmail.com to set up those private chats with me. Number 5, driven by supply. God, these people are so boring, but when a brain is wired to get supply and only to get supply, what else is there that can ever be thought about? I'd hate to give up my job, my hobbies, my friends, my passions, my family, and most of my life just so that I can traipse around town and online looking for the next ego boost after sad little pathetic ego boost, just trying to get myself through the day. Not only does that just sound annoying, it sounds just, so incredibly boring. But these people are absolutely supply driven. They care about very little else other than getting their needs met, love bombing, devaluing, grooming other victims, and making sure that they have everything they need and they want. However, consistently falling short because, again, it's not enough and it's never going to be. Number 6, the bad reputation. This is what comes from being a narcissist and hurting people, constantly keeping up appearances, the smear campaigns that fail constantly, because most people don't even believe the narcissist unless, really, narcs got to tell lies to strangers, and the people who know you don't care. The smear campaign fails, everything falls apart, and over time, people like this, their reputations get worse and worse and worse, especially once they begin to get exposed for who they are and what they're all about. Number 7, fear of everything. Narcissists are weak. I know that they would like to convince all of us otherwise, but they are, and they're scared of truly just about everything. Love, abandonment, nobody seeing their greatness, their specialness, their uniqueness. They're afraid of relationships, responsibility, intimacy, being forgotten, being ignored. They're afraid of feelings, emotions, other people's thoughts, ideas, and opinions. I literally can go on and on with the list here. And hell, in the essence of the video, I'll do that. There's other things that cause these people to live their karma each and every day. Addiction, financial issues, marriage issues, divorces, never really knowing what a true loving relationship feels like. The inability to trust and feel safe and secure. Never appreciating simple, beautiful things in life. Knowing they cause other people so much pain, but they're too weak to do anything about it. Knowing the devastation they cause and having to go to sleep at night thinking about it. Living in that sad, pathetic fantasy world they live in so they can sleep at night. Being sick to their stomach at the thought of 5 minutes without any supply. You're really going to tell me that narcs don't live their bad karma every second of every day? Okay, so they go out and find new people. So what? It's more people to force all their insecurities on, more people that they're going to try to control and be jealous of and inflict all this pain on. Okay, it seems like they always come out on top. Do they? I want you to think about this stuff the next time you start thinking about them winning or them getting something over on somebody. Okay, I suppose if that's what they need to do as predators, that's fine. I guess maybe, kind of, sort of. I guess maybe this works for them, but not to me. This whole list of bullshit right here, this really sucks. But tell me what you think about all this down in the comments. Have a great day, survivor, and take care of yourself.